Arty friends. It's Thursday. We're going to get thoughtin' and artin'.
Momentarily.
All in the same stream. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you're here. We like to know that you are here. And why is that? Y'all let me know in the chat. Why is it that we like to know that you are here? I'm going to get this interactive, this part.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat. It's because we're a friendly bunch.
Sit in the stage.
And I like to be friendly with y'all and call out your names. And the only way that I know that you are here is by you saying something in the chat and then it showing up in the participants list, which I'm going to do right meow. The kitty was here earlier. And that's also from a movie, which is pretty funny. Eddie's not here today. He's out supporting his niece. She is at a culinary showcase. How cool is that? Oh, this kitty. I don't know what he's doing.
I feel sure he'll report back to us.
The kitty's on the move. Oh, he's in, look, he's in the basket. Over there. The cat is in the basket. I knew he was on the move. We've got Betty, Brad, Kathy, Carrie, Colin, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo, Darcy, Alan, Erna, Estella, Glenda, Griffinchill, that's Rhonda, Imelda, Isabel, Jenny, Jeanette, aka Janet, Joni, Miron, Joanne Weber, Just for Crafts and Giggles. Who was that? You remembered who that was the other day. Just for crafts, you know.
I don't.
I need to write it down. Do apologize. Yuta, Linda, Lizanne. Going with Lizanne. Liz Fahey, Lydia, Making It With Me, that's Lisa Mingus, Marguerite Mitchell, Mary Ellen, Nancy B, hello, Paula is here, Sophia, sorry, Star Traveler, that's Linda, Susan Burns, hello, I think new Susan perhaps, or maybe you even see the Susans, we've got lots of Susans, SWL, that is Sherry, Tina Schwanberg, Tracy LeBouf, Veronica Johnson. All right, that is everybody that showed Acme. And Apple just popped in there, I believe. Oh, goodness, that cat's now after something. There's a lot going on behind the scenes here with the cat. Number one, he makes me nervous because sometimes he'll just sneak up over here and jump up. He was after something. That's pretty funny. All right, that is the hellos. It is May 2nd. You know what that means? It's time to sign up for things. If y'all are interested in the swaps, you need to get over there. That's to the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. That is over there on Facebook. He was coming at me. He is fiery today. Let's see if we can get through this without the cat, you know, making his mark on things here. Okay, so we have the color combo, which is a lemon yellow, spring green, and lilac. Look at me, just off the top of my head. There are collage prompts. I wrote them down. That one I wasn't going to remember just off memory. Katie, no, don't you do it. I would like to say that my working conditions are a little stressful today. We've got luster, butterflies, violet, which you could then put in lilac. You know, oh, yep, same.
Kitty baby, come on. Come on, sweetheart.
There was the cat. Told you he was going to jump. I knew it. He was running around getting all, you know, trying to, yes. Okay. But yes, violet, you could switch out the lilac for that in the collage prompts, pebble, echo, and shadow. Fun stuff, y'all. So if you want to get involved, then you need to sign up for the scrap swap. That is headed up by Rhonda. That's Griffinshell here in the chat. Then we've got Becky Bokern in charge of the swap, which is journal cards and or bookmarks. So there you go. You need to head over there. You got to sign up for those, because then on the 7th, or on the, well, you got to do it by the 7th, and then on the 8th the names are announced, your partners. Do-si-do. All right, that's all I have for announcements. Oh, the theme for the Makers Creative Collab is Metal to the Petal, which should also work very nicely with the collage prompts. I'm just saying. Sometimes we sort of coordinate these things. This one was not fully, but you know, yeah. All right, that's it. Do you want to go top side, or did you want to show off your awesome coloring of your notes? Or
I'll show that after I read it.
okay, now we're thoughting.
Now we're thoughting. But this is going to be a combo day because remember I gave up my Tuesday tweaks.
Yes.
So I'm thoughting and tweaking at the same time and just, multitasking like a
Champ.
yeah. Yeah, that. Okay, so
Yeah.
the last Thursday that I had thoughts, pardon me, we may have to
And hello, Alice. Hello, Kim.
bust out the booze here.
I got water if you need water.
Because I did do my allergy medicine early this morning.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, we talked about kintsugi. And we're going to do some more of that. And I had this all lined up today, and then Mariah hands me, she's always this last minute surprise business, hands me stamps. And at first I was like, I got stuff to do today, Mariah. And then I thought, well, why not incorporate that into, I wasn't going to really focus on doing more on my doodle pages, but I think I'm going to.
And these stamps do well with that.
I think that they're going to work perfectly, in fact. So, we're going forward and applying the Kintsugi Principle Guide and Philosophy to everyday living. And I have Mariah's permission to move the camera around today to show you when I get ready. So, just, sit back in your seat, put your seatbelt on.
It could be a wild ride, y'all.
And get ready, because I'm fixing to show you some awesome stuff. The first question, the main question that you need to ask every morning before you even get out of bed is, how can I use what I have to create what I need? This goes for cooking. This goes for getting dressed and putting your accessories together in a new and different way to achieve something totally different. It's all about your workspace. It's about decorating your home, decorating your body.
Oh, we love redoing the decor with, and God knows we never need anything.
We used to do that a lot. When I lived in West Texas, and I would...
She'd get really excited because she could load up more of her crap and make it my crap.
And I had a Lincoln at the time, and you could put a Volkswagen in the
few
trunk
dead
of my
bodies.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
And just, mosey on down the road.
I loved that car.
And I had a hard time giving up my Lincoln. I loved it.
That cream-colored Lincoln was awesome.
Comfortable. I mean, and I had my tunes in there.
It was a cool car.
It was a very cool car. Okay, so that's our question today. How can I use what I have to create what I need? So, this way of thinking is inevitably going to involve some problem solving. And what I did, and I know we've touched on problem solving before.
We're going to touch on again. We're very touchy-feely with problem solving.
I think problem solving is one way to make your life have more meaning and have quality to it.
I also think that it's kind of one of those things that I don't know that people realize or even put any weight on the fact that you are problem solving every day.
Yes.
We like to obsess about it. It makes us feel awesome and smart. That we, figured something out. And we want to tell people about it, and that is then put into the category of, I have problem solved the bejesus out of this here, thing.
And I just, I do that. And everything around me, I mean, all of this back.
She also likes to create
right here,
problems.
my sardine tins,
Yes.
in my little, pardon me, box that I got at the junk store.
That's right. Be prepared to modify your plan.
Be prepared to modify. So, step one, we're going to codify it a bit. Step one, you must identify the problem. And it may be necessary to reevaluate your definition because it may change as the problem-solving process evolves and your thinking changes, or you don't have what you need, you have to reevaluate. That's just part of it. Step 2. When you're starting off on this, I suggest sitting down and writing out solutions or just listing them.
I love on a sticky, look. That's how
And the reason is because when you first start out, you may just be kind of like, you can't see the whole picture. You can only see part of it. But once you start expanding those visors out here to the side, you're going, oh my God, look, I could do this, or I could do this.
And what you're willing to do. I think that's equally important, because there are there's easy solutions, and then there's a level or levels of how I want to solve this problem. Like, we have a landscaping problem. My solution is to hire somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. My husband says nay, nay. So we're working through it.
I would love to get involved, but I'm really past the point of landscaping, and we have fire ants, and I don't.
Yeah, we do.
I don't want to.
And wasps that have built all sorts of little nests in creative areas.
Well, I don't.
Anyway.
I don't even really care about that so much, but I just. I've already done my gardening business.
I noticed that you were not into it this year. That's fine.
I'm not into it at all. It's hot here.
I am actually fine with that. I think whatever grows out there grows. And whatever doesn't.
And what doesn't. And we've pretty much eliminated, a lot of things.
This is like dry cleaning. We're going to see if it goes through the wash. If it makes it, great. Then it can stay in the closet. Otherwise, we will donate that to a small child, because it has now become this big.
It's Barbie. Give it to Izzy for her dolls. Okay. So list those solutions and possibilities, and really try to kind of push it so that you are thinking of unusual ways of thinking. You might not necessarily even do that, but what it does is it cultivates that environment for new and unusual solutions to a problem that you thought you might have to go out and buy some stuff just to solve that problem. So you need to think about what you have, and can it be used, and how can I alter it so it will work. This is all about seeing things in a new and different way. All right. For example, I doubt that there's anyone here. Oh, I do want to show this. Now, can we go top side?
Yes, 1 second.
To see my beautiful notes that I made, and they're a little colorful.
I was writing things because I don't want to be rude and talk over you.
Oh, were you making notes?
Well, no, I was talking to people in the chat, doing my thing, being the chatty one.
And see, I can't watch that.
Oh, you're upside down.
They've got some.
We didn't flip the camera. 1 second, I can fix that. Problem solving. Look at us.
Yeah, there we go. Isn't that one, Mariah?
Yes, I'm working on it. I just said, I need to flip that. Because you messed with it, and then I just assumed it was in the right spot, but not necessarily. She's going to move around anyway, so I'm just going to let it be. It's a little wonky, but I'm going to do my best. Yeah, you need to flip your thing back around, lady. I flipped the camera. She thinks she's real smart.
We're off to a racing start here. I don't want to smash my crackers up there. Okay, so I have to start with this because I just think this is so brilliant. This is stuck in a basket in the bathroom, and I collect these toilet paper rolls.
And you don't know how hard it is for me not to just, there have been many moments when I just would like to deal with that thing. Because I think it's weird.
Wow, Mariah, you're going to feel real bad when I show you all the ways that I have used toilet paper rolls.
Here's the thing.
And if you just have one, you can't do what I need to do with one bleeding toilet paper roll.
There's a bag full of them underneath the thing.
Hey, you know what? There isn't any more.
Oh.
There's only about 6 left because I just used the bejesus out of them. So, you've got to collect quite a few. And I love them because you can smash them. You can fold them. You can cut them. And I've done all of the above.
Tape them.
Yes. Okay.
She's a big fan of taping them together and make them into little partitioners of sorts.
Well, no, I use them for baffling.
Baffling.
Baffling. Okay.
It baffles me.
Now, I need to unplug it, right?
I would rather you not.
Well, how am I going to move it? Oh, you want me just to take
Keep
and move
it.
this?
Keep it on the arm.
Okay. All right. So, can you see over here?
No, they cannot.
No.
Hold on. So back behind you, or what? What are you trying to show?
I want to look down here.
Okay, never mind. Let's just hold on. Hold. Oh, good golly, this is gonna make me very nervous.
Okay.
No,
I
hold
don't
on.
want you to look at that right now. I don't want you to look at that either right now. So, can you see what's happening here with my paints? I'm not seeing it yet, but...
It's a weird view.
All right, so the reason I have these paints in here is because once you pull a paint out, all the rest of them go, and it never quite goes back in. But if you have them inside the tubes here, they have their own little spot. And I do have more back here, and I create little boxes and whatnot.
Yeah, hold on.
I keep my one pair of scissors here simply because that way I'm not going to be piercing tubes. And back there I've got that one also. Okay, so see that. Now, Mariah, I need to show this. So
that would actually be better. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, and I want to talk about, but I might save those for Sunday, my Happy Mail.
Hold on. Oh.
I'm going to get this back where I want it.
Well, no.
Oh, and look. See?
Yay, white space. You don't really understand how the camera's going.
That's nice. We've got a... Okay, I want to talk about this.
There we go.
I don't want to talk about
Hey.
this. Oh, yes. Okay, now point down to the bottom.
Up to the bottom. Okay.
And I'm turning the...
Are y'all enjoying this? I hope so.
All right, see those toilet paper rolls there? Why did I need those? For the same thing. So I can pull these out and put them back. Okay, here. Now, also, I have this little thing here now where I have my
Hold on, sorry.
washouts. And the reason they're there is because I know I can't go over that or I'm going to be running into my little, those things right there. All right, so all the way around over here. Now, this one, I want to show you this one. This is made from cutting off parts of the
Okay, I'm gonna move you.
hydrogen peroxide. And I've got those things all over the place.
Yeah, she does.
Literally all over the place. Inside of this one, I want to talk about that too. I have another one so that I can put my little colored pencils that get lost in the middle on this outside in between the two. Can you see how that works? So you don't have to poke yourself finding the smaller ones. And I can keep this very nicely. I love the square. Square works better than round for the most part, although I do use round. I use tomato paste. This is a wonderful size of can to use. You can make it decorative if you want to. I don't really have time for that because I've got other things to do, but you certainly can use that. Toilet paper rolls are wonderful things.
SWL, she says, I can't get a visual layout of this room despite the tour way back. I think part of the reason that that's kind of weird or it's hard for people to understand is that we have a desk that's in the middle of the room. And then on that desk, okay, here, hold on. I'll see if I can move back a little bit. This is against my better judgment. But see, I'm on this side, and this is...
And
see?
I'm over here.
So, that's, yeah. And it's in the middle, and there's a window there, and there is a window back behind there with all the plates. And then we sit across from one another, and that's why when P's looking into the camera, she's actually looking at me.
Yeah, and it works out great because it looks like we're having, you know, eye contact.
Yeah, and I think that that works well for the camera, and it was an easier way for her to get used to the camera, too. It felt more natural.
Yes, because I always felt we're just, you know, looking at like a thing there.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is this a good idea? Well, it's a good idea because if I want to take all of these out, all of those other pencils aren't going to fall over because I have a spot for them that has been reserved for just them.
Give it a little tilt and, you know, hold it into the camera like this. There you go. More straight on, like, you know, so I can see that there's things in.
Yeah.
This camera's not on right now. If you look at the thing.
Oh, this one.
There you go. That's the one. Are we ready to go back topside? What else are you showing? Because this seems to actually be a better, more movable camera.
I think so. Yes, we are.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to put that over there for now. All right, so
Hold on, because I'm going to have to fix that camera. Yeah, I knew it was going to be like in your lap.
I wanted to talk about this very quickly simply because...
And hold on, I'm going to flip it.
These are available.
1 second. 1 second.
No talkie-talkie?
Well, talkie, but I had to flippy.
Okay, this needs to come this way.
There you go.
That's too far over.
It's really not. If you'd look at the camera and the hootie do. Are you good?
Okay.
And then I got it
good.
going.
I don't need that anymore.
It's all connected, y'all. It's all connected. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, that's why it was weird. I was
What?
like, man, that's far over. Thank you.
What happened?
Tech support came to help with where the positioning of the camera was. You want to give them a little, you know, tech support hand? There you go. See? He's so handy. Thumbsy upsies, y'all. If you haven't, you know, had to go take your Dramamine and you're good, give those thumbsy upsies.
Okay. So you get these little freebie things in your order. Right, Mariah?
That is correct. I made those new ones
Okay.
based on the new Sumi marks.
I love them, but my problem is there was never enough space around them to really do anything.
They're free.
They're free. So, to make it more usable, all I do is I use the crap tape and I just make this little border all the way around. And it's really, it's super easy to do. And it just gives you that much more surface around the edge. And this tape is wonderful sticking to the Yupo and itself. That's about all I've discovered so far that it really works for. And of course now it's sticking to this tape paper like a
champ.
Yeah.
That was an interesting choice.
What?
Oh, you did it because it's high contrast.
Yes.
Okay. I think so, Sherry.
What is it?
Maybe not. I did get one from Alice. Did you know that they have the journal project thing at UNT? Artist book? Like journal project?
Where?
At UNT. In Denton.
University of Northern Colorado?
UNT. University of North Texas.
Oh.
You
no,
know, where your son went?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
That didn't apply to her. But we should go visit that sometime, perhaps.
Oh, you mean it's like a gallery?
I think so. It's kind of like you can go and look at other people's art books and look through them.
Well, we should take ours as we go because I'm sure they're...
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to leave it. That's my thing.
Oh, you have to leave them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how else are they there?
I don't
think
know.
you understand the concept of what's going on.
I don't. Happens so much of the time.
It does. That's okay. I'm here to
And-
explain things.
Exactly. That's your form and function. Now, I just trimmed up the edges, which, yeah. And now I've got this little hootie-doo thing, which I may actually use today.
Mm-hmm. Hootie-doo. That's the
Hootie-doo.
new little hootie-doo freebie that you get with your orders.
Yeah.
I thought I'd make one based upon the Sumi marks.
And I love it. Okay, I'm just going to put that on the clothespin and put it over there. Put my...
It's on
Wrap
YouTube.
tape up.
We could put a QR code. Be like, here's a whole library of things we've made.
All right, well, let's just move right on here. Yeah,
Right on.
moving right on. Mariah handed me my whole thing of... Remember when I was... Some of you will. When I was really into mixing paints and writing down the formulas, well, writing down the formulas, it was kind of French cooking style formula because I would, you know, it's a
Yeah.
drip of this, a drop of that,
What is that?
a slather of this.
What
I don't
is-
know that I use that, but anyway.
What is that?
So I was going through all of these, and I saved these two because they're perfect.
It looks like a poop and cat litter.
It's a donut, Mariah. God, you're so rude. With sprinkles on it. And a
Okay.
poop with cat litter on it. That is just rude. And it's going to be really phenomenal. Okay, so anyhow, this is what they look like. They're dried up to the point where they're just sticky, and you can mess with them and mold them. And I mean, some of them more so than others because it just depends. I could probably look up the formula and tell you why that is, but I'm probably not going to do that. So what did I do? Well, I made, as Mariah said, cat poop and kitty litter.
Yeah.
AKA chocolate donut with sprinkles on the top. Because remember that little emoji thing where it has the little thing? I thought it was like a chocolate kiss.
That's the
And
one,
it's
Brad.
a pile of poop.
Brad just put a cat in the poop emoji you were just speaking of. That was perfect timing.
Well, you all could just go ahead and make fun of those, but I am trying to
Hey,
make...
Izzy knew what it was.
She did, right away.
She didn't say cat turd in litter.
And anyway, I don't know how long it's going to take these to dry, but I've got this one, which I think this one's quite nice. Let me just...
So is that the paint?
This is the paint that
Here,
I've dug
come
out
over
of the...
thing.
Yeah, you moved the dead
Sorry.
thing.
Yeah, that's because I didn't...
I need it here.
Okay.
Thank you. This is, you know,
Oh,
it
yeah.
hurts my elbow. So, there we have this. I think it looks very like a piece of metal, organic,
Yes, rusty metal thing.
rusty metal thing.
Found on road.
Yes. And then this one, I actually took the, I turned it upside down and got some stuff on the top and just put it down in there and got a little whiff of it on the...
Well, yeah, and be careful. You're not supposed to inhale that stuff.
Yeah, I
supposedly.
know you're not. But that's, and what's cool is
Oh.
you need to flip them over though, because the back side is definitely not drying at the same rate that the rest of it is. It's still squishy at this point, and you can, you know, still kind of roll it out.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Leslie.
And here's Izzy's little button. pink with shiny stuff.
Kind of looks like her cereal.
I thought it was very cute.
Oh, I'm happy.
And
it's
here's
pink.
a little hooty-doo thing that I can use for creating fasteners on my books.
Yeah. I can't believe that's paint.
It's paint. And this is a nugget that
on a stick now. Nugget on a stick.
Yeah. Which I can use for a bead or whatever. And I didn't clean my hands, so there was still some of the gray on there. So, anyhow, interesting stuff that you can do with before you start, throwing your
And hello, Anina. I don't think I
paint out the door. And it just really, it's kind of one of those things. There's a sweet spot. Yeah, see, this is getting to be more crumbly. I don't know what this one is, but it's not working quite as well as some of these others. We could look up the formula and I'd be able to tell you. So I don't know, that one may have to just go by the
Yeah,
wayside.
and if you guys are curious, the numbers do coincide with the book that we have over on our website. So if you look at the color, Mo will probably drop the link if she hasn't already. She probably did. But there's a link to the book that you can just download.
Yeah.
It gives rough, hey, this is how you mix this color kind of recommendations.
Okay, so this one really is a lot nicer. This is
That's one of the paste ones, right?
this is number 19.
Oh.
This is number 19. Okay, so you can see this is a lot more malleable. And it's not cracking and creaking and whatnot.
It's at a different phase.
It's at a different phase. And so you can really make a donut out of this.
Hi, Kelly.
You can flatten it out and you can make, whatever. A little bead thing.
Oh, Liz Fahey, she made leaves from almost dried up paint the other day. She never thought of buttons, so you guys can make all kinds of things with this. So if your paint's drying up, don't just toss it, especially if it's malleable.
Yes. And I don't know for sure how long this takes to dry thoroughly. I suspect a while.
Well, it's well
And
on
if
its
it
way.
cracks and breaks, just remember you can always glue it, right?
Yeah. Bead for your dang.
But see?
All right. Are you ready to move on to the next thing? Or is this... I'm keeping you on track. Don't give me that look. Please. And thank you. I mean...
Yeah, I am, but I would like for you to have a little bit more enthusiasm about my...
I think it's fantastic. People in the chat are extremely inspired
You don't
by
read
this.
me. I want you to read me something. Don't just tell me about it.
Okay, so I read you Liz's thing. She just did this thing the other day. She made leaves. So then Anina said buttons for the pouches, maybe. Bead for your dangles. That's what Yuta says. Adria says that you could bake it, perhaps. I would suggest that if you do that, a lot of people kind of have a separate little oven that they use for their art stuff that they bake, because you don't really... I don't know what the what is it, like the fumes and things of that nature. You want to be careful about that.
And I think you would want to do it on a really low temp, because you don't want it to melt out. You want it to dry.
And so maybe even like a food dehydrator.
Yeah. I think that would
you
be
would want to have a separate
probably a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toaster oven plugged in outside. Jeanette confirms. Okay. So, Patricia, are we in awe of your sculpting talents? We are. That's from Mo. She's always there to give you good.
Yes, I sometimes don't think
Hi, Rennie.
Mariah does not appreciate
I don't.
my true creativity.
Sometimes I'm a little at loss. That is true.
I want you to look at my little...
I knew it when I brought these home. I was like, she's going to keep them. And she sure
So
did.
what
She
I
washed
did is
it.
I folded up a paper towel in there and put just enough water in there that it's squishy, so that I can stamp out my
The
my
Indian food
stamps.
place that
Clean them.
Yeah, the Indian food place, they changed their to-go
Because
packaging.
I'm fixing to use some of these today. Okay, this is the circles.
So these here are 5 new stamps from Carrie the Crafter. I have not sent him his samples yet. Carrie, just, hang tight.
And at first, when Mariah handed me these, it was in the hallway. It was dark downstairs. I said, I'm really not up for that today. I've already got my agenda all. But then when I got to looking at them, I'm like, I think maybe I might be able to use these.
And if I give them to her too early, then, she uses it on everything for, days upon days beforehand. And then, yeah. So, I don't know when to give things to her. I don't know what the right timing is. I haven't found
I don't really know either. Okay, so I know I really like these 3. The circles.
Well, Jeanette, it's okay.
And I like the others too, but I need something that has a little bit more openness to it. I'm not sure I need to introduce this. I want to just keep with shapes and marks that I've already established, even though these are different sizes, and I think that's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, I used Eddie's...
Yes, the unraveling that she then unraveled further by cutting it apart.
No, this is the other one, the square one.
Yeah, that's the unraveling. What is it?
No.
Unraveling squares.
No. This one right here.
That's Carrie's.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That's why I didn't know what the heck you were talking about.
Carrie, I also used this one. So that's why
frayed weave, and then the one that she really got into and decided to alter was the coated mesh.
Okay, so I have these 3 that I'm working on here. And I think you can see that these are going to work.
Hey, Patty. Did you get your package? I sent it out. Your swap partner, Patty, is here.
My swap partner,
Fairy Tales and Fireflies.
Aha.
See, she hasn't made that total connection.
I did not make that connection.
I apologize for her, Patty.
But I hope that you like what I said.
Not yet. Okay, it did go out. I think it might have gone out just yesterday. So that would be super fast.
Yeah. Are you sure it wasn't the day before?
Monday. I think maybe Monday.
Oh, okay. Yes. So today's Thursday.
And Susan Bill, yours has not gone out yet because I'm having P do some more things to it.
Yeah.
Like sign it.
It really honestly is. Really honestly is.
But she said that was, she had emailed me and said that she was late sending hers too, so no worries.
And Patty, I got your stuff. It's over yonder, and I'm hoping to get to that. I don't know.
Oh, Patty's stuff arrived.
Yes, that's
what's in the
part of that. And then the thing
I didn't know that. I didn't check the mail.
And the thing that Sandy sent me also. Okay. I just love how you guys really get me.
In ways that her daughter doesn't.
And more so than my family, yes. My God. I used to tell Nathan, just go to Goodwill and find something cute.
He didn't want to go to Goodwill. Step 1 had him.
It's just pathetic,
But it's funny to see all the boys are really into
I know. Like Josh and Caleb. I don't know that Josh goes in and... But Caleb.
Luke and Caleb really like going.
Yeah.
I think Josh is kind of like,
Josh is the driver. He's the chauffeur. I'm going to go with him one of these days.
Hi, Margie. Hi, Dawn.
It just hasn't happened yet. Now, as I look at this, I think about this.
Hi, Penny.
Because the solidness of this, and I need white on here. So if I came in with this and white and did this over these really dark places here.
Stop teasing us. Just get her done. Do it.
All right. So we're thinking about that. Now here's the other one. Here's Eddie's that I took apart. I've been doing some colored pencil, but you can see on this, I need more white. This was one of those things that I glued down that Izzy pulled off the of the
lids.
The lids that I mix my paint in.
Her paint palettes.
Yes. I love the turquoise, so I want some more turquoise. And I'm thinking maybe
Hi, Ricky.
I've got squares going on here. And I do have these squares, and I'm thinking maybe some more of these.
Those are the unraveling squares.
Oh my gosh, did you know that this is on the back now?
Oh, okay. So we were testing some things out. I know, isn't that cool?
How does that happen?
Isn't that all right, hold it up into the camera, and then maybe we can convince Brad that this should be done. Now, I think that darker one, I don't think that we should do it that dark. I think we should do it lighter, like those.
Well, I can't even see those. I like that.
The darker one.
Well, yeah, I can't even read this other one. I mean, I got to really work at it. I know it says something, but I can't see what it says. I think go dark. Okay. But I think that looks so cool.
Yeah.
I bet it goes really fast, too, because it's not very deep.
It's still, it's kind of funny. It takes the amount of time that it takes. Like, that part does not determine its speed. If that's,
Okay, so I've talked about all three of these, and I don't know what exactly I'm going to do on this, but I'm thinking,
I don't know, Yuta.
I don't know. I've been working on it with colored pencil, you can see. Some of these areas. I've been bringing the pinks into the greens and the greens into the pinks. That's how I mean, that's how my brain works. I think this is very effective down here where I took the colored pencil and went over the cracks.
Yeah.
And I kind of knocked back the X's, so that might be what I need to do is use this one to come in. Okay, let's just get after it and stop.
Yammer.
Oh, no, I've got to show you one more thing here.
Okay.
Okay, see this? This is this. Okay, I don't know how old this paint is.
Where did you find that? Was that in the cabinet?
No, it was down here at the back of one of my drawers that I never ever saw it.
And
it
I
was
think
lying
that was
down.
Some stuff we were thinking about trying with the shirt paint business.
It works. Yeah, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
It's for fabric. It's permanent, it's washable, and
it's
yada
acrylic.
yada boo boo. 72 hours.
Yeah.
It dries a lot faster on paper, I guess. And depending on how thick you put it on. But look at that. Isn't that fabulous?
Is it kind of bumpy?
It's kind of bumpy. It has texture.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have this sheet that, and I've got another pouch. We're going to work on another pouch. Sunday, we're starting over, and I'm going to go with a whole new color palette determined by what I pulled off of my Brayer. It's just going to be wonderful.
So the main thing about the Arty Perks, Bitty Penny, is that, and actually at some point in time we will be transitioning to, but even if you did go ahead, there will be a way that we transition the people that are in Arty Perks to the point system thing, because we're still working out the details on all of that. Just, so you guys know it was heard, it was loved. That is going to be the direction we go. We just don't know what the timeline is for it. So the Arty Perks will stay in place, and of course we will always honor, that or figure out a nice way to transition, which Brad figured out a pretty good way to do it. But basically, Loverly gets you an additional 20% off, and then the Mucky Muck gets you 15% on top of the, site-wide stuff that's typically there. So it's really good savings. I mean, if it's something that if you're planning on doing a really big order 1 month, sign up. It's worth the savings. If you're not planning on ordering a bunch of things, may not be your jam. That's kind of it. Oh, and then when we do exclusives. Now that's one thing that probably will go away, although I'm kind of in some ways happy about that, because the 8-week thing, even though it's kind of cool, but just, I don't know. All right, now would y'all ooh and ah at this, because it looks like, like...
This is the color palette for my new pouch.
Oh, well, that kind of goes in line with Spring Green. That is one of the makers' color combo.
Yeah.
Headed up by Carrie and Paula.
Well, I didn't know that I'm going to
Betsy.
be able to get...
Hey, Nate.
I don't know. just depends. But I think that's going to be simply marvelous, and I do have all of my
Hey, Jennifer.
stuff ready to go for that. But and I was going to get into
Oh, yeah, we're not going to do that, Alice.
What?
That would give too many insider info. She wants a tour of the production area for the stamps and stencils.
Oh no, that I'm not even allowed in there because I might spill some secrets. Yeah.
True bit, maybe.
Yeah, not to
We
worry
did have her turn the machine off one day.
Not to worry too terribly much about that since I don't really know what the hell's going on anyway.
Or you could, yeah, it's a great way to support the channel. Thank you, Miriam. I guess yes. Thank you. See, y'all are so sweet.
All right, I'm going to get this down here because look at this nice white. Well, it's mostly nice and white.
For the most part.
Okay, so I think we're going to start off with putting down the white. Simply because I might want to come back over it with something else. And I'm going to use white on.
Oh, that reminds me. So I think Sherry, you got in on the envelope thing. Mo posted over in Makers. I think I still have it at the featured area in Makers. It's the Makers and Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. But those of you, like Darcy started it. It's all her fault. And then Carrie, Miriam did hers today. She even did a waterfall. And it was so funny because after the stream I was thinking about it. I was like, waterfall. And then I was thinking about, well, I've done the waterfall thing before. And I totally could have done that. But it would have been better with smaller envelopes. So if I would have had you print more of those small envelopes, the little ones.
Oh.
That would have made a great little waterfall.
I just printed what I was handed.
That is true. You followed instructions pretty decently, for the most part.
I'm trying to get everything where I need it.
Hey, Mimi.
Here. So that's very logical. Okay, this is my palette. This is my Brayer off area.
And Tammy Odom has done the envelope thing. Those are the ones that I'm remembering right
Cleaning up my stamp, and here is my... Now this is not,
do
I want to use open?
No. Maybe. It's better for stamping, but then you're not going to be able to do anything else to that particular piece.
I think I'm just going to go fast.
Go fast.
Go fast.
Go fast. Oh, wonderful. Carrie's part 3 of his envelope journey is over there on his channel. About an hour ago, he posted that.
Oh.
Now, y'all don't leave here and just go over there and watch that. You wait until we're done. Please and thank you. And part 4 launches on the 8th. Wonderful.
I changed my mind.
Oh, did you?
I'm going to go for the open circles.
Oh, Mo, you rock. She says if everybody posts their videos and their photos in Makers of their envelope things, you know, the envelope books, then Mo will gather them up. God, she's so good. Thanks, Mo. And put them into an album. She's good like that. Here we are. We've got a small little trend. It might have like a little doop. Trending. Hi, Barbara. Patty, did you do one? Am I just? I feel like I missed so much, and I don't
I'm
mean
hoping
to.
I can get to that before. But I like to
Thanks,
make
Alice.
it. I like to make it super. Oh, look at that!
Okay. Now, you need to move your thing closer to your Stampy Pad, because your Stampy Pad is like straight up in the middle, which is interesting.
Hey, you know what? I don't have a lot of wiggle room here, so you're just
Okay.
going to have to deal with it.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks for moving it. That's mighty kind of you. Hey, Dee Dee.
Very soupy paint over here.
Awesome, Dee Dee.
All right, look at that. Fabuloso.
I could scoot it a little bit.
Do I want to use? No, I think I'm going to do some.
But that's open. The white is open,
No,
right?
it's not.
Oh, okay. God, those look good. Good job, Carrie.
Okay. Now I've got all this white out here, and I don't know what the hell to do with it.
Did you? Well, just put it on one of your deli sheet paper business. You know, your frame ones. These are squares. There's 5 different ones. If you missed that, if you're just coming in.
I like this. I like the size of it.
And he did.
I like the
wonderful, Margie. Oh, perfect. Mo has put a link to the post-in makers. If you'll include your links to, if you guys are doing videos or whatever, include it on there. That would be very helpful.
Okay, look how cool that looks.
That's a little more than I would have done, but I like your investment.
Well, since I've got paint out here, I'm just going to grab some
There you go.
of these things that I have.
Just one more layer, you know.
Get my table set up here.
Is this a master board?
Oh,
Sorta.
it could be. You know, I really did think about on the look at that. Isn't that great? I want to get one of these. Oh, here, look at this one. Remember I did this one the other day? Just messing around with the pink stuff. Now let me see. What do I want?
This is a brayer off.
Uh-oh. I think I'm going to have to.
You're going to have to, what?
I'm going to have to paper towel it. Blotch it off.
Okay. Do you want me to, if you just hand me a baby wipe and I can get those going.
Okay. Well, this seems to work really well to keep it from
Yeah, drying up.
drying up. Okay, so we've used those. Let's use this. I'm still getting some stuff going. Oh my gosh, look at that. How cool that looks.
Eddie, Eddie is at his niece's culinary showcase.
I'm loving this so much.
I think stamping is a very zen kind of thing to do. Like, you know, if you don't have anything else to do, just stamp some brayer offs and you'll feel better about life.
Absolutely.
But Deb says spirals. I can't tell you how many spirals I have drawn on things. And look, they are done in seconds. Yes, this is for the very efficient crafter. Like, I don't have time. I want to put spirals all over this thing, okay, but I just don't have the time.
All right, here it comes, Mariah. A drippy.
Yeah, that is very, okay.
All right, let's see if we can if they're going to get any more off of this, and we can use another stamp. I'm getting down to the point. I really probably should have used the, but you know, it doesn't matter. All right, let's take this one.
Hi, Marta. Hi. Oh, okay. And Gerald, and who else? Okay,
And
Gerald was saying
let's use
hi.
some squiggly.
If I missed you, just, you know, give me a little extra pinky hello hand, and I'll make sure that I say hello.
Look at that, how cool that looks.
Oh, that's fabulous. Good choice for that. I just, that one makes me very happy. Hey, Christy. She's listening while driving home. We'll drive safely. Ooh, one of the other things that I did want to tell you guys, because it is the month of May, Christy Hartman will be our interview this month. I've just got to work out exactly what day with her, and then we got to, you know, do our little test run. So as soon as I know a date, I will let y'all know. But it is going to be Christy Hartman. And then Paula, you need to be thinking about next month whether you want to or...
Okay, Mariah, here comes another juicy one. All right, now what we're going to do, I'm going to stamp this just a little bit more because I want to be able to use this for a pull.
All right, Penny. We'll have to tell you what that code means sometime. Or at least like when Paula says she's got to go to the grocery store.
Okay, so see what I did is I created some open areas there that when I get ready to pull this with another.
Oh.
And I'm putting it down and I'm doing a bit of wiggling. Then I'm turning it upside down and seeing through it. Okay. Good job.
Oh, well, hugs to you, Patty. Seriously. But no worries. We know, like, you'll be back when you...
Okay, so that I'm going to go ahead and use to pull.
Kim Jackman, she said, reminds me of Wormwood Tales, which always fascinate her. This one over here likes some stuff like that, too.
No kidding. No kidding.
If it's bug infested, it makes it more interesting.
All right, I've got one more to do here, and I want to find the perfect...
What she does is she puts it in... What was that one jar of things that you kept? And you're like, it's fine. I put some acetate in there. And then... Because she's like, I'm pretty sure some living things were in it. And she knew that it probably wouldn't be something you want in the house. And sure enough.
All right, what we're going to do on here isn't the color combo greens.
Yeah, so spring green, which they went with a little darker green, but I figured that anything from like lime green to more that Kelly green or whatever, I feel like that could be it. And then you need a lemon yellow and lilac.
And lilac?
Mm-hmm. Which to me, lilac could be a very pastel purple, or it could be kind of a darker, dingier. And I think, who else said that?
All right, what I'm going to do here before I start.
I think Eddie said that.
I went through all of my, and I got rid of that twisty nozzle. I hate that thing anyway. And put paints together. Because I don't have room for them all here on the...
Just right there at her reach.
Yes.
Life is hard.
Life is hard. And what I'm hoping is that this is going to dry quickly enough that I can come back in with the yellow and do some
Yay, Liz!
yellowy stuff. But I love how this this lavender, this purple goes through, and it just seems to sing on the paper.
It does. It becomes very luminescent almost.
It does.
I'm sure it would probably glow in a black light.
I always need more than I put out.
That needs to be on a shirt. Although you might be
People
attracting some
might not understand
interesting people.
the context
Right.
of that.
Context matters.
Totally. Okay, you saw what this looked like when we started out, right? All of those places that are now this purple lavender color were white. So, we'll just let that dry. Oh, I better put that
And
in.
if y'all don't have washouts, if you have sprays, same thing. It gets the job done. You could do it.
It does. All right, this needs to dry. But I think that's going to be marvelous. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp over the top of this with my lemon yellow. But now see how transparent that is?
Very.
What I'm going to do is add white to that so I opacify it. And I can find that because I have organized my paints. And that's what's happening. Okay, let's see if we have one over here that we can already.
That was great. So Diane, she bought a bag of plastic bugs to decorate a wand for her granddaughter. She spilled the bag, and it's still scaring the bejesus out of myself when I find one randomly in her studio. The little bugs, little plastic bugs.
Oh,
I had a spider over here from
Yeah,
like Halloween,
Izzy.
and every once in a while, like kind of like corner of my eye, I'd be like, oh, so I did move it. I understand.
okay, we'll start up a new palette here.
That is definitely spring green right there.
That's definitely spring green. And so what we're going to do on this one is we're going to make a lavender.
I can hashtag this with the color
And
combo.
just remember, you need a tiny little bit of this stuff because it goes a long ways.
Little bit, long way.
A little bit. This is Utrecht
Hi,
dioxazine.
Carla, I
purple.
still need to post your, can you send me a reminder email? Carla's not on Facebook, and she has her blog, and I wanted to share it, but I keep forgetting because a lot happens between this chair and me walking downstairs. It do. It's a good color comp. I think this will be a fun one. I feel like a lot of people are going to get into this one. Eddie already did his video with it. Or a video with it. He used one of Miriam's
people
stencils.
think that you just have to do things in a certain order, and it's not true. You know, sometimes it is more logical to do something one way than another way, but I don't think that there are any hard and fast rules on when you stamp and when you...
Who's getting all caught up in logistics and logicalness?
My gosh, this makes me think about Easter eggs.
Yes, so it is lemon yellow, spring green, and lilac. And then, of course, you can add black and white and a metallic. Love it. And then the collage prompts, let me just tell y'all what that is.
All right, now we wanted to put yellow on this. I don't know if that's going to work or not.
So the collage prompts are luster, butterflies, violet, which I think you could use the lilac and substitute that out. I don't think that the collage police will have come after you. Pebble, echo, shadow.
paint's drying out rapidly.
Hi, Penka. Oh, Miriam did an animation already for the color combo. Good golly, y'all are like on it. I think I'm gonna start making it a rule that y'all have to just you need to message me your links if you want it in the playlist, because it's hard to keep up. That's all I'm saying. I got Eddie on there for the color combo in the month of May events playlist. Oh, Carrie says that, yeah, those are also his. All 5 of these are Carrie's. Did she say otherwise? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
All right, what I'm doing here on this, on my plate over here, so that I can create a.
Well, I know, but I need a message. Tagging is a whole other thing, because if I go through the notifications, I may or may not see it.
Okay, Mariah, here you go. Another soupy.
As each day goes by, I'm starting to get more and more notifications, which makes it harder to get notified.
There you go.
There you go.
Harder to get notified.
That's you know, just because they're there. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, a direct message is best.
And we got lots of little. Don't know. What have I got left over here that I haven't used?
Thank you, Miriam. And Colleen, thank you for posting that. Super fun. Okay, over in Makers, she posted and said, hey, this might be a fun little game to play. Put in the comments below your first order, because lots of people are putting, you know, kind of like 2 or 3 or more of their first PM Artist Studio stencils. It's super fun to read through them. And she even said, you know, kind of like they're getting bonus points. Well, I mean, you know, more kudos. Hey, thank you for posting the link.
Okay, do you have the squiggles cleaned up?
Yeah, I do. Look at that. I would like you to show people how well they have been cleaned up.
Excellent. I'm just thinking I want to go with these in yellow because it makes me happy. And, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Thank
why you should
Mariah. You're doing a bang-up job on
clean up
an aisle.
5.
Yeah.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Here's another.
We found number 5 today.
Okay, now we need another plate here for our palette.
Here, show 'em. Number 5. Number 5 was found today.
We found number 5. And it's had a workout. This was her favorite color. And I found it in some of her crap when I was digging my expensive colored pencils out of her crap colored pencils. The child is spoiled.
She even says it now. She's like,
She
I'm
understands
spoiled.
and she knows. She may not be able to exactly, but she knows if the pencils have a P on them,
They're good.
they're the good ones. That's what she told me once. Just like, I want to kick your butt. Okay, here we go. We're going to opacify our yellow, and that I have yellow over here that's already opacified, but I wanted to show you this because I think if you buy transparent paints, it's always easy to make them into opaque. But if you have opaque paints, you have to drizzle them down to the point of washouts before they really become transparent.
Yeah, and still even then they're kind of murky.
And it's not that you need to use tons and tons of white to do this with. You just need enough that it's going to make that yellow suddenly become opaque rather than transparent. Hoping I put enough out there.
Bye, Yonka. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's our.
Those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. If you haven't given those thumbsy upsies, please do. We much appreciate them. We are well on our way. We're coming right up onto 9,000. And then once we hit 10,000 subscribers, there's going to be a big old giveaway. And as long as you are willing to pay the postage, you may enter.
Oh my gosh, look at how cool that looks.
Oh, lovely. And I even like the little bit of white that's still kind of in it. Get a little ombre or a, you know, ombre. We're going with ombre.
Oh, I think this is such a good choice to do this rather than the solid. Because this really lets that background print show through and still give a nod to. Look at that. Not fun.
That's fabulous. Well done for the color combo, P.
I know, and I'm not quite through here. I don't know that this is going to be dark enough yellow to really show up here. But we're going to go for it.
Thank you, Imelda. Imelda says that looks amazing. Mo says, get your lemon squiggle on with Carrie's new sketchy squiggle. And there's the link in chat.
Well, it's showing up somewhat. But it's not a high contrast situation here, folks.
It's a spiral, but it's a squiggle. Yeah, a spiral squiggle. The other one's a squiggle too, but
I think it's going to benefit from a bit of a washout all over, but we're going to wait for that to dry.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to turn into a...
All right, here comes a really...
Hey, Jim.
Super...
Good
drippy.
God. Why are they so drippy?
Well, because I have lots of water in here to keep them moist.
Every time you keep trying to hand that to me and then you take it away.
Alrighty.
Hand it over.
Well, I'm off to a good start on this brayer off here. Just need to get some green involved in it.
Okay. There we go. Thank you. Yes, Alice. Well done. Well done.
I think this is going to be cool. I don't know that it's going to be quite as Powsie Wowsie as I wanted it to be. Alright, I really like those. I'm not going to let Mariah wash them up quite yet because I would like to come back and do some more stuff on this with the squiggly lines in a dark purple.
No.
But I want to get some other things. I like to have them lined up.
You know what? Look. Okay, hold on a second
What?
here. Look at how cool that looks. It looks like little berries on a vine.
Oh my gosh, it does.
How cute.
Makes me want to eat some grapes. Well, I think this is lovely too. And I think this would benefit from the little squiggles.
Squiggles or swirls?
The swirly hoopy.
Okay, those are swirls.
These little
Yes,
things.
there's discussion in the chat about, yes, the difference between the squiggles and the swirls. Love a good swirl. Getting lots of love in the chat. Love it, love it.
All right, I'm really leaning towards this in dark purple, but I don't want dark purple on this. I want something else on this. But now this one might be great for some dark purple squiggles over the top.
Mm-hmm. Spirals or squiggles?
But I might want to go ahead and do my washy out business here first.
Mm-hmm.
Let this dry a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll call it out when she uses it. Make sure that we're all knowed up on which one's which. What's what.
Which is what?
Exactly.
Now, I could use yellow.
Yes, Kim. squiggles are the
Because
warm
I've got this yellow, and it's really bright yellow.
It is.
Well, fairly. It's a lot brighter than you think it is. But I do have this one, but this one's kind of pinky.
Yeah. That doesn't,
I don't really think I like that one.
That's not the color combo.
That's not the color combo.
The police might show up for that one.
I don't know why that seems to be going over there a little bit. All right, we're just going to go ahead and go with the yellow to get, you know, some uniformity going on.
Yes,
here.
uniformity.
Humaniformity.
Humanity. You got it. I'll tell you, that purple got down in there.
Trying to get my brush washed out from.
Oh yeah, that is much brighter than I anticipated.
Well, I think what you're seeing is the stained outside of the
Yes.
this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now the reason I went with the yellow is because now I can come in with the dark purple on this, and it's going to look really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Since I've discovered this washout business, I am a lot happier. Because look at that. I mean, really, it doesn't actually need anything else. But it just looks so cool.
And she doesn't have to ask me to spray anything because she gets to do what she wants to do.
And this is a brayer off. All right, we're going to let that rest for a spell.
Oh, Kim would like to see a close-up of your necklaces.
How do I do that?
Well, hold on. Hold on, Kim. We don't want to deny y'all because she does have some good ones on today. Hold on 1 sec.
Can you see them all?
Lean in. Here, hold on. There you go. Now the rest of the zoom you have to do. So if you're on your mobile, you can do the little, you know, finger thing. You're welcome. Hey, see, you show up to live streams, you can ask things like that. And we will do our very best to facilitate. I know, there's been lots of movement in this one. Maybe I should name this stream, We Like to Move It, Move It.
Now, I think that this is looking really cool. It may not be in the color scheme of the, whatchamacallit, but I think it looks very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure my purple's dry.
Yes. That's
It's
gonna
always
go.
kind of a bummer
Gonna go a little brownie.
because we might go a little brownie here.
Mm-hmm. For the most part, it's just darkening. It's not as cute of a purple. I don't, you know, I think it's still lilac, but this is the darker lilac that it's talking about.
Now
Yeah,
remember, we can also come back in.
Yeah, we have some of those, Christy.
What is it?
The Lindy's Magicals, the little sparkly, you know, who's it, what's it, and you mix with the water.
Oh, yeah.
That's more my department.
Absolutely, it is more her department. Good God, yes. All right, what do we have here that benefit from some more? I don't know. This is got a long ways to go.
This is just maybe layer 1, 2. I like that yellow with that, though.
And see, you can make your white, you can colorize your white.
What was that splotch there in the...
That?
Yeah.
Well, it's a focal point.
It's lovely. It was good that you added more yellow to it.
And I could go with, you know, more of that butterscotchy.
No problem, Kim.
Butterscotchy color if we wanted to kind of, you know, make that look a little less obvious.
Okay, what else were you going to do today?
Well, we're just doing here.
Okay.
I'm preparing these.
Okay.
I'm getting excited about my book.
So these will be pages in the book that go into one of the pouches. Is that correct?
No, this is the one that we're going to publish and sell on Amazon.
Oh, people were getting real excited about having some digitals.
Well, you have to facilitate that. That is
Okay.
not my.
Will you get the papers together and then I will?
I'll get the papers together. All right, dadgummit, that's looking good. Okay, let's take this one into something else.
Can you push this up towards the little water, you know, towards me a little bit? Or I can move the camera a little bit down. There you go.
How's that?
Perfect. That was a
I'm
lot
going to
easier.
hand this off to you.
Okay, let me deal
Be
with
careful, it's very soupy.
that. Yes.
I mean, we are just humming along here, folks. Have you noticed that? Now, I'm washing my brush out. And hopefully, it's going to be okay. Because my water over here is turning to pardon me, swampy.
Swampy.
Oh, that's good.
So I was watching Dee Dee the other day. I don't know if she's still here or not, but Janet gives her a hard time about her water.
I changed all of my water out today.
And I chuckled because I thought about you and your water, especially at times. I mean, it's even...
And I do like to keep my fresh water over here, just in case, you know, I need a little bit more movement of my
washout,
because I might need to put some more water in my washout. It seems a bit strong.
Yeah, like paint.
Yeah.
As much as you like paint.
It's a little painty.
It's a little painty. See, that's what I always say, Kim. She says, looks like brains. Desert cracks looks like brains. That's what I say, too.
Okay, I'm going to just take the lid off of this and give it another squirt of water.
Okay.
To see if that facilitates its movement.
This stream, we've used that word quite a few times.
What?
Facilitate.
Facilitate?
Mm-hmm. Problem solving. Facilitating. That's professional problem solving. When one is a facilitator. Help me out in the chat, y'all. Come on, give me some chuckles. She's not giving it to me. She may not hear me.
I can't hear you. I mean, I know you're saying something.
But you don't know how funny it is.
I don't know how funny it is.
I said a facilitator. A professional problem solver.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad I got to hear that.
And Mo's still stuck on dirty water. just thinking about, I guess, that and dealing with what that means.
I just think for a beginning layer, I think that this is just lovely. And I'm going to give this one more squirt of water because I just think...
And see, that's even more funny that you said great minds think alike because it's brains. See, that's funny too.
You know,
hi, Kathy G.
This was one of my combos where I had to put some different ones together because Mariah will only allow me so many here. And my present storage system will only allow me.
I love that. Yeah, she's like, she created a little, you know, hey, this is the governor almost of.
I made a little V here.
A governor. Y'all saw it whenever we were moving the cameras around.
That's what that was for. I know I can't go past that because if I go past that when I turn my...
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we hooked in on some things. Hold on.
We got hooked in on the Blick.
It happens. I didn't pull the wire either, you know, like, 'cause it's got a...
Okay, what are we talking about here? We've got... Well, I don't know what else I have that we can do at this point.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how her dirty water is too, Patty.
What is it?
Her dirty water is always has paint and glue combined. Sometimes.
Yes. I think I need some more. Now this is the one that I thought would possibly be interesting as ATCs.
Yes. So yes, a master board of sorts.
Yes. So
I think that'll be fun.
How would I? Because I did think about this.
Do you want to know how Mariah would do it?
Yes. Because it'll be a hell of a lot more efficient than if it is the P method, which I will just start cutting them out here and sort of.
And vaguely.
They'll sort of be
the size that they're supposed to be. Okay, kind of two ways to go about it, but we could pre-cut the 2.5, 3.5.
Well, and what we
board.
can do, well, pre-cut those, then, or I can go ahead and I can gel plate them. Then you can cut them.
Oh, because you want to do the back side?
I want to do the back side.
Okay.
Or I'm just thinking about, you know, what you can be doing over there while I'm doing something over here. You could be cutting this up into the proper sizes.
I wonder if that's a 9 by 12, right? Sheet of paper?
No, it's
8.5, 11?
I don't know.
What paper is that?
It's the hammer mill.
And then it's 8.5 by 11.
Okay. Yeah, okay. 8.5 by 11.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just going to do you need the chopper?
Yeah. What I could do is I could just go ahead and glue it down on a sheet because I believe that I can cut or get a specific, like, it works out. The math works out. Like, there's, I think 8.
When I cut these up for the things that I put in the packets.
Right. That's basically how you do it. Because it cuts down to that.
Well, I've got it marked on the thing.
Okay. I just don't know. I don't know how many. I know that it splits up. So it's.
Yeah,
you go.
You get 8 per. Here, I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is the first cut.
Right, because that's 4.
And then you take that apart, and this is the second cut. And
4
this is
1/4.
the third.
Yeah. Yep. But that isn't, no, because then that isn't full on, because it should be 3.5.
Yeah.
So there's a little extra.
I don't think it's going to.
Or it's shine.
It's not going to be. Okay, I got to move some stuff here, folks.
Hi, monkey.
So that I can get to my backing. You can go ahead and do the backing when you're all through. The reason it's not such a good idea is if you're kind of messy. I know you find that hard to believe that I'm a messy gel plater, but anyhow, you get goo on the other side.
I'm just trying to think if I want to cut. I want to glue this down first, I think. I'm making that executive decision.
What?
Ooh, actually, if you give me those. Oh, is that what we're going to glue it to?
I love these.
I love those too, and those do. So
they're perfect.
Yeah, those cut into a perfect, that you get 4. Yeah. Pretty sure that's right.
I don't know. You've got the chopper.
Here, give me that.
But I was going to gel plate them
I
first.
promise we know things.
Yeah, we do. Okie dokie. So.
Yes, indeed. Because, see, this is all right, here. Let's redeem ourselves. Scratch all that other, you know, our inability to be, you know, sure about something. A 5x7 card will give you 4 2.5, 3.5 ATC size cards, because if you cut it in half along the 5, that's 2.5. If you then cut it in half along the 7, that is then 3.5. Yay!
Yeah. Thank you, Mariah. Okay, I'm gonna go with sort of an opaque paint, but I think will go well with those. Now, the way she's doing this is not how I do it at all. It would be, I would find get my little viewfinder out.
Yeah,
and find parts that I like,
but that's not gonna be an efficient use of your piece. So we're just gonna we're just going to go with, hey, this is gonna wherever it falls.
And I don't know if this is opaque enough, so I'm gonna add a little white.
See, 4 cards. Y'all recognize this. If you have an ATC from PM Artist Studio, it might just be on one of these, and they get, you know, colorized and who's it, what's it?
Who's it, what's it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Darcy is the math person. I was waiting for her.
Carrie's very mathy too.
Yes. But he's usually tired at this time of day, so I don't want to put that on him.
Oh, yes, this is true. But I mean just in his general.
Mm-hmm. He is. He likes to measure things, and he's usually, you know, very good about keeping up with it. Oh, hello, Rhonda. The other Rhonda. We now have 2 Rhondas. It's very exciting. Now, see, what a girl wants, what a girl needs is the fact that you were doing those. I need those on here. I'm not cutting these up into the 2.5 because to glue that down and then make sure that it lines up is poopy.
I hear you. I hear you. Look at how cool that looks.
Fabulous. And also look at the cool, because they're like a laid type paper. It has texture to it. It leaves that on the gel plate, which is fun.
Well, I don't know that I like that stupid snowflake out there.
Christy says 9,000 followers. That's 3 times the size of Brianna. Actually, it's probably about 4 or 5 times these days.
Okay, I'm not done with this one, but you can blow on this one or do whatever you want to it. Right now, I have to fix this other nose. It's not making me happy.
She wants me to blow on it. You want to put the wine on it?
Hey, I'll just put some more white on it. It's already got that open here. Cover up that stupid snowflake.
We really do like our artwork.
And I can't, You know, I know people that gel plate and they all look.
I know people. I just want y'all to know I know people.
I know people that make it look, you know, they have their hair done and their nails and have their la-di-da on, but that would not be me.
No. The only reason she started wearing makeup is because I started wearing makeup. She felt like she didn't want to be party of one.
I'm accomplishing two things here. I'm making an interesting surface for the other side of this thing, and then I'm going to.
I'm problem solving. I just want y'all to know I'm problem solving.
And I'm creating a master board over here.
All right, so here's the situation.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh,
Fab.
that is fab.
Get that corner down there.
Carrie, well done on the stamps.
This to be a little bit more interesting.
Mm-hmm. Interesting means.
And when you put your stamp down, if you give it a bit of a wiggle.
Mm-hmm. They know they're getting wiggled because the camera's shaking.
Nothing like a little wiggle. Nothing like a little wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
All right,
you gotta
now
jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
we're ready to wash out, and you've got the wash out over there.
Well, you know, I mean.
Okay, hey, what's the deal here? Okay.
Hi, hi.
Hey, hey.
We are not the monkeys. Kind of stressing me out, lady. So we can get 2 of those things on here, which means we do get 8 out of this.
Right.
But there's going to be little strips left over, and then you can use those to piece in or do other fun things with.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
I'm waiting for you to give me the final backing thing of those, then I will glue them to this, then I will cut.
Well, let me have that other one, and I'll get a little stampy poo stuff off on
yeah,
it
because it's way
also.
boring compared to that one. Okay.
Ah, look at that, Mariah.
Fabulous.
I love the texture of these.
I know, it'll be real sad. Well,
Hoop-de-doo.
I tell you, whenever we do run out of them, which we still, you know, we got a ways to go.
It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be a sad day.
We can order something else, and then I think what would be fun is actually just ordering blank, like if we ordered them in black and white with our patterns on them.
We could do all kinds of things with them.
Yes, and really, what would be smart? Oh God, this is brilliant. Don't steal my ideas. You can use them. Just, you know, give me credit. That's fine. Okay, because I get these from an online printing company. They're just, you know, like panel cards, postcards, whatever. It's 5x7. You can order them. But, you know, you got to order anywhere from, like, the minimum is 100. Well, that's still quite a few, but then we decided we're really proud of ourselves, and we ended up with 500, and then they screwed up the printing, and so we ended up with another 500. Therefore, that is 1,000. Lots of math today, y'all. Anyways, what would be very cool is, because you can have them printed however, whichever way. We could have it blank on one side because we're probably going to paint, you know, or glue down or whatever, but leave it blank on one side. And then have them print in the 4 areas in the size of an ATC for different patterns. How about that? Are your minds just blown?
And you could just have all the stuff on there that they already need, and we wouldn't have to glue that little label on all the time. Sometimes mine look really good. Sometimes they...
Oh, you think I should just pre-do our thingies?
Yeah.
That seems a bit cheaty.
You think that would be cheesy?
Well, and cheaty, because like
cheating.
But then, like, if you get painty with it, it would cover it up.
True.
I'm thinking if it's a design, you can kind of leave it in the background or not. Like, you could paint over it, but if it's just a design, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Darcy. We've missed you. We've been doing math without you. Just want
Yes,
you to know.
good God, and it's been painful for everyone involved.
Even Mo said, isn't this supposed to be Darcy's thing? Like, there you go.
Yeah, where you been, girl?
Oh, because she's spinning. Yeah, well, it's just answer. I don't know. I just had something go in my eyeball. She's gram sitting. Her grandmother. She's hanging with her. Okay, now here is my concern with this. As lovely as these are, they're really not in the same. Hello? Hello?
They're fine.
I don't care for that, but these are hers, so, you know. She's gonna get her done.
I can always do something to the other side if I,
See,
you know,
so
if I'm extremely dissatisfied.
Okay, hold on. I gotta put this thing.
I can get out the tea bags.
Seems like a threat. Don't make me get out the tea bags, y'all.
Don't make me get out those tea bags, Mariah.
Tea bag. Oh, Eddie.
I can't
Eddie,
get them. I can't get them out because I don't even know where the hell they are.
She don't.
I know we have some.
She does.
I know we had some at one time, but their whereabouts.
She is aware of their existence.
Hey, when I was looking for my what was I looking for?
Hey, can you get the pliers on this here thing? And seriously, I don't know what is in my eyeball. It's probably one of your stupid gnats. It's sad because you weren't, you know, having a libation today, so it decided to take it out on me.
Is that what you wanted to happen?
Yes. Thank you.
Now, I've got old Blick over here if you want to, you know.
Oh. Well,
I'm just messing around here while she's messing around over there since you can't see what she's doing, which is probably just as well because she's kind of...
I ain't doing it the way she wants it to be done, necessarily. But they like watching you do that stuff there. You should talk about what you're doing.
Well, basically what I'm doing... Oh, I should tell you about what I'm going to do with my others. Here. They should be dry by now. Okay, now, the next stage here, the reason that works with the white is because it really kind of brings an overall pattern to everything. The other thing is if I would gel plate this entire thing with a transparent color,
Jim?
then it's going to bring it together. You're still going to see those layers there, but it's going to make this feel like it's one rather than just a whole bunch of little pieces and spots. But now I've threatened to do this, and I you know, sometimes I don't remember what I'm doing, and now I turned this thing and I lost my little...
She lost her way.
I lost my way, and Mariah's knocking stuff off.
No, paintbrushes were not put back in their correct...
in their right place. Okay, so I've got this little Hummer here, and...
She don't know, y'all. I'm just letting you know. She don't know.
Oh, no!
Sometimes she knows.
I almost cratered there. This must be a new one. I need to use the old one first. You actually should wait to do this until you've made your ATCs. But on this one, I'm not sure that I'm going to do that anyway. I don't know that this is not just going to stay like it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is coming along brilliantly. Loving it. We'll just add some more layers to that. I colored pencil away there. Yeah, that's...
Now, if you can throw me a wipe, that would be really super duper. Thank you.
But see what I'm talking about, having that little edge?
Hello, Leslie.
That little edge just really gives you a little more room to come and go.
Oh, now, see, they were saying they love these papers, so I should probably photograph this before I start chopping it up. And then this could go in the book.
That's true. That is a really nice one.
It is. So that's fine. With what I'm doing here, that's not going to be any issue because I haven't cut it yet. And it really would be best if it dried anyway. Because then, here's the thing. If you start cutting at this, like what I'm doing right now, it's going to slide. It's going to
squish.
And then you got problems. Because usually things then don't line up properly. And they're, you know, it's problematic.
Problematic. And this needed a bit of white anyway because there was that spot out here, you know, where I had the Izzy's glue off pick-offs.
I still don't know. Do y'all know what she means by that? I don't know that they do. It's just been mentioned.
That I glued down.
Hi, Leah.
And it kind of, you know, looks spoogey. Like, you know, it's just ooped out. So I need to put a few more little ookie marks to make it look like, you know, that's what we wanted.
It's ookie and it's spooky. my other finger wasn't. I can only really snap well with one side. I don't snap well with that one.
Okay, there we go. Cleaned up our stencil. You want to do that because those little jobbies right there will get clogged up and you will lose a lot of your...
Yes.
Okay, I think that's looking really swell and elegant.
Okay, now you can show them... Ooh, God, I was like gluing like you glue.
Get the lid back on this.
Because really what I'd like to do is put this underneath the board.
Well, I think you should.
I will, but I want you to show people what we're
what
doing.
What it looks like. Okay, so this is the back side.
Yeah. And then what'll happen, I will take a picture. Don't do too much there. I will take a picture of it. It can then go in our file of one of these days we're going to get get a book. Whoop! Good golly. Sorry, Rhonda. Poor girl. She's like us. Trying to give y'all warnings. But yeah.
Okay.
It'll go in the
light
book.
and fluffy. If you don't have some, you need some.
It's the best texture paste around. Got 10 minutes. Oh, that's funny, Carla.
I think what I'm going to do on this...
Hi, Lazima.
is come back in and do a row of another stencil here, maybe the squiggles, in the purple. So it's going to be a darker purple. Or I could use, aren't we supposed to have like a dark green?
Well, no, so it's spring green. You've got your 3 colors.
I thought yellow.
Yeah. Lemon yellow, spring green, lilac.
Well, why did I think that there was another green in there?
Because you wanted that.
Because I wanted it.
Uh-huh.
And I still want it.
You can do it. You have met the challenge. And at this point, anything after that is just gravy. It's the cherry on top.
Oh, dee-do-dee-do-dee. I think what I'm
Isabel says do it with gold because you can throw in metallics.
Yeah, but I think I want to get some dark on there before I use the gold over the top of the darker.
Yeah, that'll be good because that'll give more.
What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to mess around and show you this tulip paint because it's really cool. Okay, so we already have the little squiggly lines there.
Rhonda says, you just do you, Miss P.
It's just really hard to get started.
You gotta
But
give
once
it
it starts,
yeah, you gotta give it a kind of a whack. So it pushes the stuff down.
look at that.
And here, let me, I swear, I struggle with this, y'all. There we go.
Cover up these spots down here that Mariah was objecting to earlier. Well, I mean, I'm not going to cover them up, but...
Right. Alright, y'all get the point there, I think. Alright, so, got 9 minutes. I don't know if people want to watch you do this for 9 minutes. That's ridiculous. Y'all let me know in the chat.
I'm telling you that some of this in white and black would be really...
Oh. Hold on. I'll be right back. I got
She's
something
going to
for
be
you.
right back.
I got something for you. I've been wanting you to use this stuff. I ordered it like a year and a half ago.
Sometimes I have to think about, you know, I have a natural way that I want my spirals to go. And if I want to go the other way, I really have to, like, think about it.
You're just gonna be so excited. Remember when I talked about this and you poo-pooed on it? I just wanted people to know that.
Poo-pooed on what?
So it's this simulated liquid leading, and basically it's the same stuff. It's made by Plaid. It's just an acrylic product. But you can like put it on glass and then use that same stuff and make faux stained glass.
Really?
Okay, so there
Well,
you go.
hot diggity. I didn't know that I like that. Look at, see the difference in the tips there.
Well, you know,
I think that's
size
probably
matters.
going to, what we shall see. Who knew? Where has this been?
Like I said, it's been downstairs. In fact, I was like, oh my god, it was up on the shelf for like a year. And
Are
then,
you kidding me?
And then I did put it in the cabinet. Yeah, because when I told you about it, you like were like,
Well, you know, as we grow.
Now, was there a little tip on that thing? You may have to put some saran.
I'm not aware that there was.
I don't think there was either.
I don't see it.
Oh, we got 6 minutes. The other thing is that do you want to wait until Sunday to show Patty's stuff?
Yes, please.
Okay. I swear this thing makes me just... So I was thinking this might be kind of cool actually on the gel plate because it will peel up. I just thought it would be fun.
Makes a nice little squishy sound.
Yeah, hi, Michelle.
Well, those are fun marks to make.
Oh.
Dippity-doo-dah.
Dippity-doo-dah. And I noticed the other day, Plaid has like some more of this faux stained glass type product, some more that they were pushing the other day on on the YouTube.
I like because when you push down on it, you can make it outline.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to,
Oh, hi and bye, Heather.
it makes my finger hurt after a while.
Yeah. Well, you could probably, if you wanted to use some of those fine liner, you know, you can get those little fine liner tube or, you know, bottles.
Yeah.
So that way you could put a smaller amount in it and they are easier to squeeze. I would think that that would work equally well versus squeezing the big bottle. Because it does get hard. Like it's tricky. Anyway. All right. Are we
Hey,
ready?
this is a lot of fun. Y'all need to get some of this stuff.
I'll try to put it in. I don't know what category to put that in.
You have mark making?
No, but maybe in texture. I'll put it in like where I have the texture paste and stuff.
I want to see what you know what happens with it once it
dries.
And then I can come back in with some other.
Yeah.
I love doing this kind
Now,
of stuff.
let me hold on one second, guys, and I'll put a link in the chat so you can at least see what it is. What I'm talking, you know, what this particular stuff is. And it comes in all kinds of colors.
It's called Gallery Glass Simulated Liquid Leading. It's from Plaid.
Yeah, same people that the tulip paint business is. Like, you can get a Gallery Glass floral stained glass kit for $15. Now, they also have, like, see, I got the big one of that. I don't remember what it paid for. Like, seriously, this was, like, well over a year. More than a year. Could have even been 2. Just saying. Hey, these are some good colors. I'm just gonna put the link to this, and then you'll know what the stuff is.
I like this. I like this dark charcoal.
Yeah, that's the leading.
Oh, is that what it's supposed to be?
Faux leading.
Huh.
Yes.
Well, I don't necessarily want to do that.
Oh, and Isabel says, Pebeo, PBO, and Sonia have a lot of that type of stuff too. And I think that, I mean, really all it is, it's slick paint. Y'all from the 80s, you know.
The thing about it is,
Slick paint. And they're all acrylic products.
I would put this in a smaller, because right now
Yeah.
my hands
That's
are
what
cramping.
I mentioned.
And I think that this had a thing to go on it, Mariah.
Yeah, I know, and I think well, like I said, it was down there for a year, probably had the little hootie do, but then I just took the, you know, the other inner thing out. And so you're going to have to put some saran wrap over it or something. That's all I'm saying about that. And I'll order you some little fine liner bottles.
That would be good.
Ooh, if you guys have a recommendation, over in Makers, would you all post what your recommendations of a fine liner? Like if you've purchased one? Because, I mean, there's lots of them. And I would like one that, you know, somebody has used and loves.
Yeah, because we know that they ain't all the same.
And I'm putting that in Makers right now. Please recommend fine liner bottles below. Please and thank you. Please and thank you in advance. There we go. Look at me doing things like during a stream. Posting to Makers. Alrighty, guys. So that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on a Thursday. We shall see you back here on Sunday. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Just carrying on and sallying forth